It was, just working in LA, just trying to figure things out. And, I wasn't really making any significant money, but, I was working, constantly making stuff. And I had a big client who, I reached out to. I'd done some work with him in the past. And I'm like, hey, this guy's super rich. I've been to his house. He's got all these Bentleys and Rolls Royces. So this little invoice won't be a problem. Well, I didn't know that he was being sued by everyone you could think of. So when it came time for my invoice, it never got paid. But I spent all the money to make his clothes, and that was literally I had like all the money I had. And so at that point, I had no more money. I just moved out of an apartment. I was rooming with some guys, and I just moved out, so I didn't really have I didn't have that option set up. And I guess I didn't have a strong support system here either because I didn't have any friends who offered to stay on the couch or offered to put me up somewhere. It was just very, you're on your own, kid. And I was legit on my own. It was a frightening experience. Like that shit's frightening. But when you're in it, you're just in it. So I look up and I'm in a shelter, and I'm in sheer disbelief because that's the furthest thing from my imagination I would ever be in that type of situation. But when you're in it, you're in it. I spent a couple months just like chasing this guy trying to get this money, which was just it was just an empty effort. It was just more excuses and bullshit. And so after like 2 months of no payment from this guy, I'm completely tapped. I have zero money. His days I had like $2, $4. So I had to choose between, eating a bowl of rice or catching the bus to, what I'm saying? It was like that type of shit. Like you're really in survival mode.
Yeah.
And 2 months in, you know, it's like November of 2017, December 2017. I was homeless for Christmas. I was homeless for New Year, and when 2018 came in, right at the beginning of January, I reached out to the guy one more time. Got his voice. Serious voicemail like, dude, pay me my fucking money. Stop playing with me. This is not a joke. Like trying to be as threatening in my tone as possible, but empty threats. You know what I'm gonna do? We got security. I ain't gonna do shit. Um, but when I hung the phone up, so to hear what sounded like laughter was like an instant, infuriator. Like, yo, who the fuck? And so, I'm spinning around trying to see who's laughing at me. I don't see anybody. And then when I turn back around, I just hear this voice that just starts talking to me. I don't see anybody, but I just hear this voice. It's very clear, and it's talking to me. And it's like, you know, you're not gonna get it this way. Like you haven't prayed one time, you haven't gone to God one time, but you're asking a man that's proven that he's not gonna take care of you. You're begging someone to do for you what he's already shown an inability to do. And you're not taking it to a higher power. And so I really got like chastised for moving that way. And I just had to proclaim to myself and to God and to the universe that I was gonna move different, and that I would never call this guy again. I would never look for that money. I would just have to figure out another way to get out of this situation, and that was it. And I was just at peace with it. I was like, this situation is very necessary. It was necessary that I found myself in this circumstance so I could really understand. And all of a sudden, all that was removed, and I felt very hopeful.